In this session, we're going to go ahead and look at homework exercise number 20 in section 12.2, measures of central tendency. Okay, for problem number 20, or homework exercise number 20, we have stems and leaves. Now, as you know, the stem represents the tens and the leaves represent the ones. So like right here, a stem of 5 and leaves of 2, 8, and 3 would be the values 52, 58, 53. And then the stem of 7, leaves of 8, 7, 7, 1 would be scores of 78. 77 would occur twice because there's 2 7s, and 71. And then we have 96 and 95 for the leaves, for the stem of 9 and the leaves of 6 and 5. So what we can do is, since we need to find the mean, median, mode, and mid-range, we can go ahead and put this into the put this data into the calculator. So we'll go over to the stat key, hit the stat key, and we're already on edit. So we'll go ahead and hit enter, and we'll input our values into L1. So we have 52, press enter, 58, 53, 78, 77 once, 77 twice, 71, and then for the stem of 9, leave of 6, 96, and a score of 95. And there's our 9 values. Now, we're done editing, so now we can go back and click on the stat key again. This time we want to highlight calculations, so we want to go ahead and use the right arrow key, highlight calculations. We're always going to do one variable stats. It's already highlighted, so you can simply hit enter key, and then I'm going to go ahead and just put in L1 because my values, I have values but no frequencies. So if you have a newer version of the TI 84, then what you're going to do is, for the list, when you hit one variable stats list, you're going to put L1, second number 1. For the frequency list, you're going to leave it blank, and then you're going to go down to calculate. If you have something there, you can hit the clear key and then hit enter to clear out whatever you have there, like if you have L2, and then go down to calculate, press enter, and you will, and then it'll do it for you, okay? So on mine, I'm going to go ahead and just put L1, hit enter, and then hit enter, and I'm going to see that the X bar is the mean. The first number listed is the mean, which is 73. Okay, and then the median, remember, use your down arrow key 3 times, and then the MED stands for median, 77. Okay, so that's why we use a calculator a lot faster. The mode is the one that occurs most frequently. Remember that for the stem of 7, we have 2 leaves of 7, so we have 2 scores of 77. So then that is definitely the mode, okay, because we have 2 scores of 77. So that is definitely the mode. And the mid-range is the minimum and maximum values. On the calculator, if you scroll down more, the minimum is 52. As you can see, the stems for 50, the lowest value is 52. The highest value is what? The 9 and the 6. So there's the maximum. So we're going to take 52 plus 96, get an answer, the lowest score plus the highest score, then divide that by 2, and then that will give us our mid-range, 74. Okay? Again, the mid-range is the lowest score plus the highest score divided by 2. Let's look at problem number 21. The number of miles per gallon for 58 foreign cars is given in the following frequency table. Find the mean, median, mode, and mid-range for these data. Okay, so what we can do is the values are the miles per gallon, which are in row 1. So in our calculator, we can, in L1, we can put the miles per gallon 24, 25, 26, all the way down to 35. In L2, we can put the frequencies, right? Because that's how often they occur. So we have to put in the 3, 5 for the frequency of 25, 3 for frequency of 26, and keep on going until we get a 1 for a frequency of 35. And then we can use our calculation on the calculator. So let's go ahead and put this data into the calculator. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit the stat key, and we have to edit. So edit is highlighted, so all we have to do is hit enter. Now we have different values in L1, right? So I'm going to use my up arrow key. I'm going to highlight L1, and I'm going to hit clear, and I'm going to hit enter. And then you'll go ahead and clear it out, and then we'll put in the values in L1. So we start with a mile per gallon of 24, 25, 26, and we got all the different values one at a time. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and finally 35. Okay, so we got all those values. All right, now let's put in the frequencies in L2. 24 has a frequency of 3. 25 has a frequency of 5. 26 has a frequency of 3. 27 has a frequency of 5. 28 has a frequency of 8. 29 has a frequency of 8. 30 has a frequency of 7. 31 has a frequency of 6. 32 has a frequency of 3. 3 for the frequency of 33. 34 has a frequency of 6. 35 has a frequency of 1. So now we have all of our frequencies in L2. Okay, so we're ready to go to do edit. So now we can press on the stat key. We have to get calculations. To do that, we hit the right arrow key. We always want one variable stats. Now this time I have values and frequencies, so I need to do L1. Oops, excuse me. Let's try that again. Stat over calculations, one variable stats, second number 1 to give us L1, comma, second number 2 to give us L2. Now again, remember, if you have a newer version of the 84, your list is going to be L1. Your frequency list, you're going to need L2, and then you're going to go down to calculate, and you'll hit enter, and you'll get your answers, or I mean you'll get your mean and your median, okay? So now I have already put in L1 comma L2. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter. My X bar is always the mean, which to the nearest tenth, 29.24, we'd round off to 29.2. The median, if I scroll down 3 places with the down arrow, the median is actually 29. The mode is the one that occurs most frequently. Now notice, the mode would be the one that occurs since it occurs most frequently, it's the one with the highest frequency. Well, you can see here, these two, 28 and 29, have the highest frequencies of 8. So this would be bimodal, And now remember, you got to put the values into the mode. So the values are 28, and it says separated by a comma, 29. And there's our answer again, highest frequencies. The mid-range is the lowest score. Add the highest and divide by 2. So you can see they're in order. The minimum score for the miles per gallon, not frequency, but miles per gallon is 24. The highest score is 35. So you go ahead and take 24, add 35, get an answer, then divide by 2, and get 29.5. Okay. Oops, got to put it in over here, 29.5. All right, very good. That concludes this session, this video. If you have any questions or comments, send me an email at tswiersz@hodges.edu, or call me at my office, 239-938-7805. Thank you.